and welcome back to my channel. This is Akila James coming to you with another video. Today I want to teach you how to hit open stance like a professional tennis player. So as you know, people hit closed stance, which they call neutral stance, people hit semi-open stance, and people hit open stance fully. I want to teach you how to hit open stance, the purpose of it, why you should use it, and if you haven't been using it, why you should start. Let's dive into this video. I see so many people wanting tennis lessons and they want to come hit open stance. They don't want to engage their core. They don't want to engage their legs. They just think that open stance is an easier way how to hit a tennis ball. This is an incorrect assumption. You use open stance for fast balls. You use open stance for deep balls. You use open stance when you can't get into the court enough. So you use that energy to go get the ball and then use another energy to come right back into the court. Sometimes open stance can almost feel like you're doing more work in some sense. Not so much with stepping and doing all of that, but in the sense of using your full body. But is that really more work, or should you be using your body anyway? That's a question for you to answer. Another question, if your body weight is going backwards, where are you really getting the power from? You should really wonder, why am I hitting open stance and my balls are still so short? Why? That's why we get into this video. That's why I'm here, to answer these questions that you may have. Now, you don't want your body weight going backwards. You want to use weight transfer, you want to use hip action, you want to use your abs, you want to use your legs, and even your arms. Got it? That is the simple form of an open stance. Now, let's get technical. Well, a little bit. Essentially, you always want to finish your shot as though you're going to the net, even if you're not getting ready to get into the net. Got it? So I don't care what you do, where you are on the court, make sure your momentum and your body weight is going forward. You also want to swing with your hand, or I would say your arm, forward. So basically push that racket forward. Make sure that racket is going all the way through the shot so that you can get the contact point the same every single time. The contact point shouldn't change depending on where the ball is. You should never compromise your contact point. It's always out here. That's your contact point always. Number one, the reason people hit open stances are because the balls are coming super fast. So you don't want to pick one over the other. You just want to use a closed stance or neutral stance if need be, a semi-open stance or open stance if need be. So depending on the ball. So if the ball is, short, or if the ball is in the service boxes, would you want to hit an open stance? No, you want to properly get all your weight behind the ball. You want to close stance that baby. Anyways, you have to run to the ball. So you have to run forward rather. So you don't want to hit an open stance because then you won't be near the ball. Now, if the ball is deep on this, by the hash, by the baseline, you want to load and hit that ball there. That is one of the reasons you hit an open stance. Not because it's cool, not because it's the new wave, but because the ball is coming fast or the ball is coming deep and heavy. That's one of the reasons people hit open stances. Number two, if you don't want to hit a complete open stance, you can hit a semi-open stance, which is kind of similar in the sense where your feet are not completely one foot behind the other, but it's a little bit open. So the feet are a little bit open, not that close. Anyways, I'll show you because it might sound confusing. So you want to get that body weight going forward again, momentum going forward. You do not want to do what? Have your legs stand up. You want to be at a slightly bent situation. You want to make sure that you're using your hips, using your legs, using your abs even, and really loading into the shot. Because if you don't load, you're basically arming the ball, and eventually your arm will get tired, which eventually you see people having tennis elbow injuries, all these other things. You don't want to compromise the shot essentially on any shot, whether you're hitting closed stance, neutral stance, open stance, or semi-open stance. Number three. So usually a neutral stance or a closed stance, you take your racket back first, you step with your left foot on the forehand, and you swing if you're righty. Other ways if you're lefty. However, an open stance, you are not going to step to the left or to the right, right? You're going to have both feet facing forward. You're going to load, yeah, take your racket back. You're gonna slightly bend, right? Basically, turn that trunk of your body. Your abs and your trunk need to be engaging at this point. You're gonna load up here and then you're gonna explode. But you're gonna wanna make sure that you're always getting that contact point right out in front. And if you feel like you're stretching into the shot, that's exactly where you need to be. You also wanna move forward on every shot and engage the court at all times. Another reason you see pros hit an open stance is because the ball, they're moving side to side, side to side, side to side, which is another way of saying laterally, right? Front and back, you see them usually running to the ball, hitting close stance, neutral stance, and swinging and making sure that they're in the rightful place. Now, when the ball is moving laterally, they want to cut off the ball, still get to the ball in a diagonal situation, but they want to have a crossover step so that they could do what? Get back into the court, like 2-3 feet into the court. Now they're getting fancy, we're getting more efficient, we're learning because tennis is evolving. Let's get into it. Now, I was always taught close stance or neutral stance rather, so I will be doing both, a little bit of both. I'm gonna warm up first and then I'm gonna get into this. Now that you have 3 different ways and 3 reasons why you should be incorporating open stance into your daily routine, let me show you how to get it done. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for more videos, comment and like below. Bye!